The next thing is also in your bio, you talk about high performers into purpose driven leaders. And I love that. And I want you to unpack that. Tell me about a high performer. And it could be somebody who was on the technical side of the results, but the relationships, and you and I both know this is very common, the relationship side was beyond dehydrated, toxic. It was terrible. What transformation did you do and what was the journey like for them?
Mm. So, if you're not opposed, let's first talk about purpose just for a moment in this
Sure.
content. The reason I want to view that is because I think a lot of people hear purpose driven and they think nonprofit, we're going to go
Mm,
and help build wells and do clean water. And that's the aperture is way too narrow. So let's just open up the aperture and then let's jump right into the specifics. So let's say you're in the financial industry. In the financial industry, you can help to create freedom for people, financial freedom. That is a purposeful desire in addition to just increasing return on a portfolio. How do I help create financial freedom for my clientele? Right. So that's one thing. In the trades, it's restoring safety and comfort to people's homes and businesses. If you're an electrician, plumber, those types of things. If you're in the military, it's safeguarding freedom, right? And individual liberties. So, like, when we talk about purpose, no matter what your industry, we can identify how we're creating something that drives intentional impact that goes beyond just turning another dollar, that imbues the work and inspires the team to come together to drive that initiative forward. So it's not just woo woo or clean water or things like that. It is quite literally tied to the soul of why an organization operates or can operate. And to the specific individual, like where we see that they're a high performer, but they're lacking the emotional intelligence and relational intelligence to thrive, it's the aperture, once again, is too narrow. And oftentimes there's a painful lack of self awareness or a misinterpretation of how they're being perceived. And I prefer the second because it's easier to correct, but both are corrected with questions, or both are presented the opportunity to begin to transform by very intentionally holding up a mirror through calibrated, open-ended questions that allow them to self-discover what the first step forward is and where that gap is.